The operational update regarding the Russian invasion on October 5, 2022. Glory to Ukraine! The 224th day of the heroic resistance of the Ukrainian people to a Russian military large-scale invasion continues. The enemy is trying to hold the temporarily captured territories, concentrates efforts on attempts to disrupt the active actions of the defense forces in certain directions, does not stop conducting offensive actions in the Bakhmut and Avdiyivka directions. The enemy is regrouping units of his troops in separate directions. The enemy fires at the positions of our troops along the contact line, conducts remote mining of certain areas of the territory and conducts aerial reconnaissance. Strikes civilian infrastructure and civilian homes, violating international humanitarian laws and customs of war. There remains the threat of air and missile strikes on the entire territory of Ukraine. For example, during the past day, the occupiers launched 9 missile and 6 air strikes, carried out more than 56 MLRS attacks. Objects and civilian population of more than 27 settlements were damaged by enemy strikes. In particular, Kharkiv, Shipyavate, Kramatorsk, Bakhmut, Maersk, Huliapol, Zaliznyk, Andriivka, Bilohorka, Voznesensk, Pridniprovsk. The situation in the Volyn and Polisia directions has not changed significantly. The enemy fired in other directions, in the Seversky direction, from barrel artillery, in the areas of Pisarivka and Holyshivsk settlements of the Sumy Oblast, in the Slobozansk direction, from tanks, mortars, barrel and jet artillery, in the areas of the settlements of Hraniv, Ohertseve, Hadish, Vovchansk and Bilyi Kolodayas, in the Kramatorsk direction, from mortars, barrel and jet artillery, in the areas of the settlements of Bilohorivka, Serebryanka and Spern. In the direction of Bakhmut, the enemy shelled the areas of Soldar, Bakhmut, Bakhmutsk, Odradivka, Zaitsev, Opatny, Yakovlivka and Yuriivka. In the Avdiyivka, Novopavlivsk, and Zaporizhia directions, the infrastructure of more than 24 settlements was damaged by enemy shelling from tanks, mortars, barrel and rocket artillery, including Avdiyivka, Vodiane, Mariinka, Novopil, Ulhivsk, Pervomaisk. In the South But region, the areas of Vishka-Tarasivka, Dobra Nadia, Ilinka, Marinets, Chervonohorivka, Nikopol, Pokrovsk, Velik Ardakov, Andriivka, Stepova Dolina, Bezemen, Mern, Luch, Shirok, Bilohorka and Lozov. Over the past 24 hours, units of the defense forces of Ukraine repelled the attacks of the occupiers in the areas of the settlements of Streleka, Zelin, Maersk, Spern, Zaitsev, Bakhmutsk, Bakhmut, Kurdyamivka, Novomykhailivka, and Volodar. During the enemy's abandonment of settlements in the Kherson region, the enemy mines infrastructure facilities and private residences, prohibits any movement of local residents. According to available information, in the temporarily occupied territory of the Republic of Crimea, in the medical facilities of the city of Yevpatoria, there is a lack of medical equipment for the treatment of wounded occupiers. The enemy has problems with certain types of support during the so-called partial mobilization. Thus, mobilized personnel from the Molkino Educational Center of the Krasnodar territory were sent back to Primorsko-Akhtarsk due to the inability to house, clothe and provide food for the specified category of servicemen. Russian occupation authorities are trying to compensate for the loss of personnel at the expense of conscription of the local population of the temporarily occupied and occupied territories of Ukraine. Thus, according to the available information, men from Luhansk, without conducting a medical commission and training, after mobilization are immediately sent to replenish the units that suffered the greatest losses. In the evening of October 3, 202, the defense forces of Ukraine struck the enemy's pontoon and ferry crossings across the Dnipro River in the Kherson region. The total losses of the enemy are being clarified. The destruction of the S-300 anti-aircraft missile system in the area of the city of Tokmak, as well as the destruction of enemy positions in the areas of the settlements of Huliapol and Orikhiv of the Zaporizhia region, has been confirmed. Aviation of the Defense Forces carried out 17 strikes during the day. It was confirmed that 4 strongholds, 11 areas of concentration of weapons and military equipment, as well as 2 anti-aircraft missile systems of the enemy were hit. In addition, our air defense units shot down 1 enemy helicopter and 2 UAVs in different directions. Missile troops and artillery struck 2 control points for areas of concentration of manpower, weapons and military equipment, 1 anti-aircraft missile complex, as well as a bridge and pontoon crossing of the enemy. We believe in the armed forces. Glory to Ukraine!